Hello friends, hope you're all doing good. The purpose of this session is to create a portrait, and this portrait is going to be created in Tableau. However, the one who have used Tableau knows that it is a BI tool, and using that BI tool we can even create portrait. I have created one portrait of Virat Kohli and I'm going to create it again so that you could even replicate it, or you could even create a portrait of any other personality. So I'm going to share the image of the dashboard. So here it is. This is the portrait that I have created. As you could see that this shape, the image of Virat Kohli consists of multiple polygons. It consists of square, rectangles, triangles and many other shapes. So in order to create polygon, it is possible in Tableau, but we need coordinates. So in order to get that coordinates, we require certain tools. So I'm gonna share the name of that tools. Here it is. The first tool that we're gonna need is Adobe Illustrator. The second one is Another Navigator. The third one is Tableau. So let's move ahead. So beginning with the very first step, that is getting the coordinates. And in order to get that coordinates, we need Adobe Illustrator. So I'm starting Adobe Illustrator. So here it is. Now I'm gonna load the image of the Virat Kohli of whose polygon I need. So file, open. This is the image that I need. So here it is. Now I want to tell you one thing. Before loading any image, you need to remove the background of it. So this image is with transparent background. Now expand it to the maximum size. So yeah, here it is. Now the next step is we need to make a slot of it. So in order to create the slot, click on object, image trace and click on make. So the image that I created is a slot. Now the next step is we need to add the grid into it. So in order to add that grid, click on rectangle tool, drag, oh, wait a minute, just click on it at the corner and cover the entire image, the white spaces, the white section. Now right click on it, make compound path. Now click on object, path, split into grid. Now you could specify the number of grids, the number of rows, the number of columns that is required. So Virat Kohli has hit 70 centuries, so we could require more than 70 polygons because there are some white spaces which will be included in grid and I need to avoid it. So you could select grid as per your choice. You could do even an experiment, but for the sake of this I am using 14 by 10, 14 rows, 10 columns, and the size of the gutter, it would be 2. Same for columns. Click on OK. So here it is. Now what you need to do is click on selection tool, from the corner select, make a rectangle out of it, select. Now right click and make clipping mask, click on yes. So here grids are created and the image is split into grid. Now what you need to do is file, export as PNG. So I'm exporting this image into PNG. Export. Wait a minute. Let's rename it Virat Grid. Okay. Click on OK. Yeah. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna again open that saved image. So open. Let's search Virat Grid. Where it is? Yeah, Virat Grid PNG. Open. So you could see that the image is converted into grids. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fetch the coordinates of it. So in order to do that, you need to select. You need to wait a minute. Okay. Huh. So after loading the saved image where it has multiple grids, click on Object, Image Trace, click on Make and Expand. So you could see that each individual polygon is separated and there are certain coordinates for each individual polygon. Now what you're gonna do, what you're gonna need is click on Window. Wait a minute. Before proceeding with that step, expand the group. Okay. Come to the bottom of the session. You need to delete the last part. So click on it and delete. So you need to do that thing. You need to delete the last selection. Now click on Window. Sorry, not yeah, Window. Click on Appearances. Okay. Now in Appearances, you don't need the group. Okay. You don't need the group. You only need the content inside it. So click on Content. Double click on it. So here it is. We just selected all the contents. Now the next step is click on Windows, Attributes, convert it into polygon, image map to polygon, and let's give a URL to poly. Okay. Now click on File. As we need the coordinates, so we need to export, save for web legacy. Now click on Preview. So you could see that in area shape there are coordinates. So this is the coordinates that we actually required. So what we're gonna do next is select all the area tag, copy, okay, copy and paste it into an Excel sheet. So here it is. I'm gonna save it as coordinates, paste, file, save as. Let's save into desktop. Save as Virat's Grid, and I will save it as CSV. Oh, wait a minute. Save it as CSV. Okay, save. So here we have completed the first part, that is getting the coordinates, and we have done using Adobe Illustrator. Now in the next part we will move to the second step, that is storing the coordinates using Anaconda Navigator. Okay guys, so let's move on to the next part. So for second thing, for the second step, we need Anaconda Navigator. I have already launched it. Okay, and within that you need to launch Jupyter Notebook, and I have even done that. I have launched it. Okay, now you have to write the code to get the value of x and y along with some other thing, and I'm not going to rewrite this code again, but I will explain the logic behind it. Okay, so first step is you need to import the pandas. As panda, you need the one who have used it, you know what is panda is. First, panda is a library which basically deals with handling with the data. You could store data into data frame. Okay, and you could store any file. It could be Excel, CSV, JSON, anything. Okay, so first you need to import panda libraries. Okay, so it is taking time. Okay, now the second step is you need to load the data, that is Virat Grid, this one. Okay, this one is in desktop, so I'm gonna run it. So the data frame, the Virat Grid, that table is stored in the data frame name df. Okay, so let's have a look into it. Yeah, so here it is, coordinates, which was the name of the column, and these are the HTML tags that we have stored in column in rows. Okay, so you could look that the very, we don't need area shape this tag. Okay, till equals to, and if you count, you could come to know that there are in total 33 strings. So we need to exclude that string. So for that, indexes is being slicing technique is being used. Okay, and it is stored again into the coordinates. So we have excluded the first 33 characters from this string. Okay, so click into it, click on it, run it, and again run this one. So the first 33 character is being excluded using this part. Is it clear? It was very easy. Now you could see that some of the characters are present from the last two, and if you count it, there are in total 12 characters. So in order to exclude these characters, which is from that word, you need to include minus sign. Okay, so run it. So let's have a look. Df dot head. Sorry. So just take a look. So you could see that the first characters and the last characters are excluded, but there are chances that it may contain spaces in the start or in the end. So to avoid that space, what you need to do is you need to strip it. Okay, so what strip do is it will exclude the spaces at the beginning and at the end. So I have done it. Now I will explain the logic behind it, the thing that I have written here. So what you need to do is, if you carefully observe the data, you could see that after the first two pair there is a space. Again the second pair followed by space, third pair followed by space, proceeding the fourth pair, okay, which is the last. So this pair is x and y value. The first value is of x, the second value is of y. Okay, same goes for this thing. But you need to remember that in order to create polygon in Tableau, we not only need x and y value. Other than that, we also need certain other thing like path. Okay, if you have observed while using polygons in Tableau, there is a section called path. So we need to find that path too. Along with that, to fill the detailed section, we need to find a unit. Okay, so I will explain what are the path and what are the units. So if you carefully observe the first part, there are in total 4 pairs. Okay, this is the first pair, second pair, third pair, and the fourth pair. So the first pair, it becomes my first path. The second pair become my second path. Third pair becomes my third path. fourth pair becomes my fourth path, and the collection of all this would become my one unit. Is it clear? Now if I move to the second step, to the next row, x and y value, x and y value, x and y value, xy, xy. So there are in total 5 paths. The first become my first path, second becomes my second path, third becomes my third path, fourth becomes my fourth path, fifth become my fifth path, and sorry, and this entire section becomes my second unit. The logic is clear? I hope that the logic is clear. If not yet clear, then I'll suggest you to refer the code, okay? Or you could even drop down comment section if you have any difficulty. I will again make certain session on it, on the logic, okay? You could find this attachment below in GitHub, okay? So I'm running this, okay? So the x and y coordinate, the x and y coordinate will be stored in x and y. The unit that I specified, the entire unit, that value would be stored into this, and the path, that is a pairs, number of pairs, 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair, the count of that path would the count of the pairs will be stored into path. Is it clear? So I have run it, and I'm gonna save it into T. Is it clear? So I have created a data frame in which the x value contain x, y value contain y from above. Path, this column will contain this list, and unit column will contain unit list. Okay, it is pretty simple. Now I will run this one. Okay, oh, this would be very large, so I'll take first 10 rows. So just have a look, and we will compare, and we will find what it is. So there is 302, 680. So I'm opening the data set. 302, 680. First x and y value. Okay, and that becomes my, the first pair becomes my first path, and that belongs to the first row. So it has assigned the value, unit as 1. Now let's have a look at the second part. 301, 672. 301, 672. Second part, and it is assigned to first unit. Same goes for the third and the fourth part. If you could refer it, because I have shown the first second columns, sorry, first second rows, and the same goes for the proceeding characters, the proceeding columns, sorry, the proceeding rows. So that's it. Now what you need to do is store the data as CSV. I'm saving that file in desktop. Okay, run it. So if you open your desktop, you could see that there is a file named Virat's Grid 1. Just have a look. Okay, open. So here it is. So here we have the coordinates, the path, the unit that is required to create the image of Virat Kohli in Tableau. So that is what all contained in the second step. Now we will move to the next step, that is creating portrait in Tableau. So let's start. So before moving to Tableau, you have to fetch data from Wikipedia. It is easily accessible. So what I have done is I have gone to Wikipedia of Virat Kohli and the centuries that he have hit, and I have stored it in an Excel file, and I saved it as viratcentury.csv. So I'm going to open this file in Tableau. So connect to data, text file, viratcentury.csv, open. So here it is, Virat century. Now the next thing is Virat grid 1. You remember that Virat grid 1 is that data where it contains x and y coordinates along with unit and path. So for that, I also need to include this data for creating the image. So dragging it and dropping over here. Okay, number, and here I will click on unit full outer. Okay, close. Go to sheet. Now select the path and unit. Move it to dimension. I don't know what is obstacle. Okay, path and unit. Now select the x value, drag it to column, and y value to rows. Click on analysis and uncheck the aggregate measure. Hide this indicator. Now you see that a shape of Virat Kohli, the face of his image is being formed, but it is in reverse order. So edit the axis of Y and click on reverse. So our image, a shape, a outline of it is formed. Okay. Now click on to polygon. Now put the path that we have created in in Python in path section, unit in details. So here it is. We have created image of Virat Kohli, but this image should also show some insights. Okay, I need to make some meaning out of this image. So when I hover over this image, it must show some data like the century, the team that he has played against, whether the match was won or lost. So for that, I will make help of tooltip. So before moving to tooltip, I will drag and drop match type into color, edit color, ODI. I will give this color, okay, a little bit darker. Click on OK, and for test, same color and the lighter shade. Click on apply and OK. So here we could distinguish the ODI matches and the test matches. The lighter one is test matches and the darker one is ODI matches. Now drag and drop all the dimensions that is required to be displayed in tooltip. So I need to show date, result, score, not test, value. Okay, click on tooltip. Remove the unnecessary thing, that the first three it is not required, and even the x value, y value, that is not required. So I will put date at the top and score beside against. So in the next to against. Versus. Now make the font to Tableau regular, italic, and increase its size to 12. And yeah, uh, darker shade. And for this all, I will be giving lighter shade. So here it is. So I need to highlight the score. For that, I will increase its size to 18 and give a blue color. So click on OK, hover over it, so you could come to the score and the date. But if you carefully observe the date, uh, it cannot represent as heading. So I will format it. Right click on it, format, format on pane. I will select this format. So let's have a look. Yeah, it is good. Now, what I'm planning to do is, if the result type is won, I will display it as green, and for drawn, it would be represented as blue, and when it is lost, it should be red. So for that, I need to take a look on all the result types. So if you look at that, look into it, you could come to know that there are two categories. So both are basically won. So rather than using two separate categories, I will merge it into one. And same goes for lost and for tied and drawn. So I will create a new calculated field for results. Create a calculated field, results, SULDS. If result is equals to won or result equals to won D slash L, then it should display as won. Else if result equals to lost or result equals to lost by double is, then it should display loss. Else if result equals to tied or result equals to drawn, then it should print as drawn. And so I have created a calculated field named results. Now I need to create another calculated field for when. So when condition, if result, sorry, not result, results is equals to won, then display won. And okay, now duplicate it, duplicate, edit, lost condition, lost, lost, edit, drawn condition, drawn, drawn. Okay, now drag and drop the three dimension in tooltip. So next to result, I will insert win condition, loss condition, and drawn condition. Change the color to red, loss condition to, sorry, I've done a mistake. Loss condition should be red, it should be green, and the last one should be blue. Okay, so just have a look. Lost. Okay, so we are done with tooltip. Now the next thing is we need to format it. So first you need to hide the header. Right click on it, format, remove everything, lines. Now in lines, remove zero lines, reference line, trend line, axis ruler, everything, and make it to none. So we have created face of Virat Kohli. That's it. So we have created one thing. Now move on to the next. Now in the second session, what we will create is we will create his century wise win loss against the team. So win loss against team. So before that, I will create a calculated field for counting the century. So century count using LOD, fixed date and against, okay, colon, count of distinct score. Okay, I will create one more calculated field and that would be 0. Now drag against into column and the results, where is it? Yeah, this results here. So I will get every single criteria within the team, like Australia, within Australia, drawn, lost, won. So I need to count the centuries that was hit by him when the match was drawn, match was lost, and match was won. So for that, I will use measures. So drag and drop measure name, done, and select 0 and century count. Okay. Now select measure name, drop it here, and measure values, it rows. So here it is. The 0, the purpose of adding 0 was to get a separation. Okay. Now I will be hiding this header. So show header, uncheck results. Even I don't want to show the results, so don't show it. Okay. Right click on it, show header. Okay. Now put this result into color. Exclude the nulls. So we are left with this. Now change the color, edit color. Won condition should be this one. Loss condition, yeah, it should be red. And drawn condition should be blue. Apply. Okay. Now format. Now do formatting. So remove all the lines. Header. Row divider for paint. But yeah. Go to columns. Sorry, for rows. I need header for, I need the line for header. So for separation, yeah, that's it. I need this for header. Okay. Now remove all the things from here, all the lines in the sheet. Exclude the grids. Okay. So if you look at the tool, we need to add some information in the tooltip in a proper format. So for that, go to tooltip. Measure values is century count. So pace versus results. Edit, uh, change the font. Tableau, regular, italics. This color, it should be in, let's say, orange, and against I'm changing the color to green, and this should be lighter, so give the lighter shade. Okay, so Vaughan 6.00 versus Australia. What does this 6.00 stands for? If someone looks at it, that will be the first question. So I'll be writing that it is centuries. Okay, now 6.00, it is not a count, first of all, because count is in pure, it is not in decimal form. So I will be removing the decimals. Format, pay, and in that custom change it to 0. So if you hover over it, the decimal will be gone. Okay, now the next thing is I want to add this header at the bottom. So in Tableau that is not possible, but I have other idea. What you have to do is copy and paste. Remove this thing, remove with the results. Okay, 0. I need to remove ABCs. So drag and drop into text. Okay, select all, cancel. Okay, so everything is gone. Now format this. We got format. Okay, uh, there is a problem. If you observe, if I click on enter view, the name of the country will be cut. It will get cut, like Bangladesh, Pakistan. So what I will do is I will edit aliases. So before editing aliases, you should remember that the changes that we do here will be reflected everywhere. So I will be working on a copy. Duplicate, paste. Okay, hide column, format, give a shade, shading, and edit the aliases. AUS for Bangladesh. For Bangladesh, Bangladesh, edit aliases, England. For edit aliases, NZ. Pakistan, edit aliases, South Africa, edit aliases, Sri Lanka, Edit analysis West Indies, edit analysis Zimbabwe. Okay, so this is what we will be using as header for this win loss chart. So this is header. Now I will be using one more chart, and that will be year wise century. So for that I will be using date. So let's select the date. Century count, drop it to column rows, convert it to bar, reduce the size of the bar, enter view, reduce the size of the bar little more. Yeah, that's it. Now what I will do is I will copy the formatting of this sheet, and I will paste the formatting because we need to avoid that repetition. So here it is. So eliminate the show header, and I need to eliminate this this line and axis ruler. So format for that, done. Row divider done, axis ruler done, and give zero line. So that's it. Now format the header, century Gothic. You could use anything. Bold. Change the color, and I'll be using this lighter shade. So that's it. This is year wise century. So hover over it. You could come to know that in 2009 Virat has had 1 century, 2010 3 centuries, 4 centuries, 8 centuries. But how one would come to know that this 8th century, what is the contribution of that 8th century? What was the contribution from test, and what was the contribution from let's say ODI? So for that I will use one more chart. Century count to column, match type, don't show the header, right click, format, avoid the grid, none. Okay, let's go to sheet, select none, 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 make everything unselected, be none, none. Okay, now drag and drop match type to color. So wait a minute, this is the color that we have used in the face. So any changes that we will make in this will be affected in the face too. So what I will do is I will create a copy of it. So duplicate and then add to it. Edit the color. Okay. Okay. Apply. We don't need the tooltip. So ODI test contribution. Now go to the tooltip. Century count. Insert the sheet. That is ODI test contribution. Select all. Tableau regular. 12. bold, italic. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, there is a match type in ODI and test sheet. So go to that and hide it. So you could come to know the contribution of ODI and test, but wait, it doesn't represent any number, right? So go to the ODI and test sheet and click on text. So let's have a look. You could know that what is the contribution of ODI and test. So that's it. We have completed all the charts that is required to create the dashboard. Now we will move on to dashboard. So the first thing that I would do is I will change the dimension of the dashboard to 1320 and height should be 720. Okay, yeah, that's enough. Now drag the face drag the face sheet in floating and drop it on the dashboard. Just exclude this thing, it is not required. Right click on it and hide the title. Now just change the height and width of the sheet. Yeah, that's enough. We will change according to the other charts if required. Now I need to add some description to this dashboard. So for that I will use text. I have already selected some contents. So here I have the first two line, copy, and I will paste here. Two times enter, selecting all and changing the font to Tableau regular and the font size to 12. Okay, now I will change it to bold and I will give a darker shade for this one, and for ODI I am converting it to bold and I will be using the color of ODI. Okay, and for test I will be using the color of test, which was the lighter one. Okay, we'll do one thing, we'll pick the color. Okay, okay, so here we have this is the description for the some contents for the dashboard, and I will give the heading for this. So dragging and dropping here, and what this image, what the purpose of this dashboard is to show the centuries against the team, and he has hit total 70 century. So for that I will show 70 hundreds, selecting all, aligning it to the center and changing it to century Gothic, and I will be increasing it to 36, making it bold, and the 100 is to be highlighted, so I will be using a different color for this. Yeah, this one. Okay, so here we have, that's enough, and I will be adding just at the bottom of this. Okay, fine. So here we have few description of the image, and look at this, there are two dots, that means entire content is not visible. So just extended the height so everything is visible. Now I will be adding the charts that we have created. So first I will be adding the win loss chart. So dragging in floating and dropping here, I don't need this. I will be showing a technique where without using the legend color legends, you could represent what the color means. Okay, so I will not be using legend here. Right click on it, hide this title. Okay, now I will be also requiring the header, so drag and drop the header. Right click on it and hide the title. Okay, So that's enough. Now we need to merge this content. So for that I will be using vertical container, drag it and drop it here. Okay, so once I drag and drop it, the outer padding becomes 4, and it is by default, it happens that way. Now drag and drop at the below of the container, change it to 0. Okay, now I will adjust it height, edit it heights to 20. Okay, at the bottom left. Now whenever you add some chart, there must be some header, because you must show that what that chart reveals, what is the representation of that chart. So for that I will be adding a header using text. Now what this chart represent is wins, loss and ties against team. So the color of this win is green. So I will be representing using that color. Loss, it is represented as red color. Ties is represented as blue color. Okay, select all, arrange it at the center, increase the title header to 14, tableau regular, and make everything bold. Okay, now drag it and drop at the header section at the top, change outer padding to 0. So here we have, so I have shown you a technique that without using legend you could represent what the color represents. So it is wins, this is loss, and this is tie, and it is represented without using legend, by just by using text and color. So yeah, that's it. Now I am extending the width of this chart so that this content would be visible. Okay, let's do one thing. Just format and decrease its font size. Okay, it's still not visible. Okay, let's leave it apart. We will focus it on afterwards. Just by making few adjustments, you could make it completely visible. Okay. Now let's move on to the next chart. That was century throughout his year. So going to the dashboard tab. Okay. So drag year by century to the right. Okay. No need of this header. So right click and hide the title. Now what I will do is use the text section, centuries throughout year. Okay, make everything bold. The the size should be 14, and make it tableau regular. So that's enough. Now we will be merging these two sections. So for that, using vertical container, drag, drop it here, change the padding to 0. Now add this section, drop at the bottom, and make the outer padding 0. Now I will be adding it to the right. So that's it, that's enough. If required, I will change the position of this this two bar graphs. Now we need to add some information to this polygons. So for that I will be using annotations. So let's have a look at that. So for annotation I will be annotating those polygons that are Virat Kohli career highlights, like his first ODI century, first century in the World Cup, first Test century, first Test double century, his best score in Test as well as in ODI, and his maiden centuries. Okay, so I have already listed the scores in a note in a text file. So first I will be highlighting is 183, that is his best score in ODI. So just moving on to the sheet. So for identifying where is the 183, I have used filter. Now click on this. Okay, the ones that get that doesn't get highlighted, look at that. You could see where the 183 is. So here the 183 is. So I will be moving to the dashboard and right click in it. Right click, annotate, mark. Okay, I don't require all this session. Okay, now click on it, right click, format, and give the shading none. So yeah, that's it. Just reduce its size. I will show you that without using this annotation box, we will be using annotation using the text. So drag the text, copy this content and paste. So this is the ODI century. Now what I will do is for ODI I will be representing the score as green, and for test I will be representing that score as red. Now make the entire section bold, okay, and making it little bit more darker. Now select all, use Tableau regular. It's up to you, okay, you could use anything. I am using Tableau regular. Just reduce its size and forward, select it, just place it in the below. So that's it. Now the other one, the second 254, that is his best score in test. So go to the sheet, let's find where 254 is. Yeah, it is here. So moving to the dashboard, this is the section. Right click, annotate, mark. Right click, annotate, mark. Deselect all this, I don't require all this content. Right click, format, and change the shade into none. Okay, reduce its size. Now drag a text, drop it over here, paste the content, and I will apply the same thing that I have applied in the previous one. Okay, change everything to Tableau regular. Now make this content bold. As I have said that I will be representing the test for as red, so I am representing it as red, and for team name I will be giving a darker shade. Okay, that's it. That's enough. Yeah, just increasing its height so that entire content is visible. Yeah, that's it. And reduce its width. Okay, that's fine. Now I will be moving to the third one. That is this is his career highlight where he has hit the century in 52 balls, and it is the fastest century for him. So let's find where that fastest century is. So let's check where it is. Oh, there are two centuries. Okay, this was a century, and I remember that he has struck the century in 52 balls against Australia. So click on it, annotate, mark. Okay, deselect all the content. I don't require all this content. Now right click on this annotate mark, format, and none, make it none. Okay, you could use the annotation mark, but I'm not using it for for including the text. I will use text object from object, paste, italic. Okay, and this section should be bold, and the entire text should be tableau regular. Okay, the country name should be should be given darker shade, and for it is an ODI score, so I will be using green color. So that's it. Three things are highlighted. Now moving on to the third, his first double century. So let's find where is that double century. Um, let's check. Okay, it's at its nose. So right click on it, annotate, deselect all the content. I'll be adding at the right side. Add the text, paste it, select all, tableau regular, tableau regular, and everything should be in italics, and the first line should be bold. Okay, Wendy's, it should be given the second dark shade, and as it is a test century, I will be using red color. Okay, reduce its size. Okay, that's fine. Now let's move on to the I think the top section has been missing. Okay, let's edit this. Just change it. Okay, now it's fine. Now let's move to the next one. That is his first maiden ODI century. Go to the sheet, find the 107. Where is that score? 107. Okay, it was against England. Oh, this is against Sri Lanka, and yeah, it is the right. This is Sri Lanka. That is what the score is. So at the eyebrow, right click, annotate, mark, deselect all content. Okay, right click on it, format, none, copy, select the text object, paste, select all, make it italic, and use tableau regular. The first line should be bold, and the text country name, it should be given the darker shade, and as it is an ODI score, so I will be using green one. Okay, adding at the top. Okay, that's it. Now move on to the next part. 107. Now the next is 100 and 100. It's first century in World Cup. So right click on it, go to the sheet. Let's find where that 100 is. So yeah, this. Okay, this is it. Right click, annotate, mark, select all, delete. I don't need all this stuff. Okay, the annotation, adding. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit problematic because the sheet is getting added here. So we need to do some arrangement. Okay, I will do it afterwards. First, create all the annotation and everything, the text. Right, click on the text, paste it, select all, change it to tab irregular, italics, and the first line it should be bold. Change this to darker, and this is ODI. For that, I will be using green. So I will be placing it here. So let's find the another. Okay, this is the last. Copy. Let's find the 116 score. Where it is 116. Okay, there are two. Let's find the 116 where it is. Okay, it is not at all visible. So deselect all. Now click on to the 116. Oh, it is of ODI and it is not present here. That would be null. Okay, the test one is present. So right click on it. I will be annotating here because we were not able to see it when the entire polygons were there. So mark OK. Just click on OK. Now select all. Move on to the dashboard. Let's find it out. Okay, where it was. Select all, close, and format it. Format, give shading none. Okay, and use the text, paste it as it is his first ODI, sorry, first test century. We will be using red color. Change it to tableau regular. The first line it should be bold. Okay, given bold. Country name it should be given darker shade, and this score it should be given red, as red will be represented as test century. So that's it. So we have created all the annotation bar. Now we need to do some arrangement, that is because it is bulking towards the right side and I will be shifting it to left. Okay, so move on to the left, arrange it. Just add little bit towards right. Okay, okay, the shade of this is not removed, so remove the shade here. make it a little bit closer. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, we have almost created every means the contents that was required. So just have a look. Now I will be showing you a way to create legends. So I will be showing you a way to create your own customized legend. So use horizontal container, add blank sheet, text, ODI, assign it at the center, darker color, bold, okay. Again add blank and add text. This represent test match, center, black and bold, okay. The first represent ODI color, that is the darker green, and the second represent test color, which is the lighter green. Select all, reduce its height and width. That's it. Just have a look. So that's how we will create a portrait in Tableau. I hope that if you made it to this last, then you would have liked it. Feel free to, please comment it below, so that if you really enjoyed it, I could make further video like this. Thank you.